Smash that like button. Good morning, beautiful. First in the building. They say I had it bad, addicted to what we had. Heart race, no fading fast. Vitals low, might not last. Strapped down while sirens ring. Jamie was telling it all in this song right here. Not like this, I can't live. Look what you've done to me. I overdose, overdosed on you. They said I overdose. Salute to Kathy Wallace, billionaire in the building. Jamie Foxx said he overdosed. Jamie said that he overdosed during survival. Shout out to Sir King Kong in the building. On you, rushing, switching lanes. Diddy Glover through my veins. Blood tests say no cocaine. He's telling right here. He is telling Diddy, cause you're deep inside of me. So this is goodbye to me. And for you, I'll die happily. One more fix, I'll be free. I overdosed on you. Jamie Foxx overdosed on Diddy Glover. Pure survival. I am so glad that everyone is now coming forth during survival. Nobody gives a damn that Diddy is on the freak off cross right now. He's getting nailed to the freak off cross. Pure survival. You want to sit there, Diddy, and pretend that you're Jesus? 50 Cent put out some unseen footage with Diddy Glover calling himself Jesus. Pure survival. This man walked on baby oil. Jesus walked on water. Pure survival. How can you compare yourself to such greatness, Diddy Glover? That's why I'm so glad that 50 Cent. Now, listen, guys, this is some big ass news. Now, allegedly, 50 Cent done teamed up with Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx. Y'all remember when he did the damn comedy special, Pure Survival? He was just sprinkling the little shit. He was just sprinkling the little freak off sauce out there, letting the world know that Diddy was allegedly connected to him getting put in the hospital. Pure Survival. Jamie Foxx almost died right in front of our face. Diddy Glover. We don't even know if that's the real Jamie Foxx. We don't know if this is the real Jamie Foxx or if it's the clone Jamie Foxx. Pure survival. I don't give a damn which one 50 Cent got. It can be the clone Jamie Foxx because I think you probably poisoned the real Jamie Foxx and you poisoned the clone Jamie Foxx. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Even Jamie Foxx and Diddy Glover's bodyguard said that Diddy had something to do with Jamie Foxx going in the hospital. Even his bodyguard and his bowling ball head.
Diddy want to poison Jamie Foxx?
Well, just to give some insight to people watching, when you come under federal investigation, they send you a target letter. You get informed that you're being investigated. So if you wanted to tie up loose ends and you were concerned that people that you knew could incriminate you, you may have interest in eliminating them.
Wow. Shout out to Big CC during survival. Shout out to Big CC and his milk chocolate bowling ball head. Pure survival. Big CC bodyguard Jamie Foxx and he bodyguarded Diddy Glover. He bodyguarded a bunch of people in the industry. And like he said, Diddy Glover, and you can't deny it. If Jamie Foxx is going to tell everything on this Part 2 documentary, Pure Survival, you are cooked. God damn it. He got everybody. Terrence Howard, motherfucking Orlando Brown, everybody. He got Columbus Short. Now Jamie Foxx. This is crazy, guys. And Big CC already said that Jamie Foxx was recording Diddy, and he was recording some shit that Diddy didn't want to come out. So he knew at that time when the feds was watching him that he had to get rid of Jamie Foxx, allegedly, because Jamie Foxx had the video footage.
Why would Diddy want to poison Jamie Foxx?
Well, just to give some insight to people watching, when you come under federal investigation, they send you a target letter. You get informed that you're being investigated. So if you wanted to tie up loose ends and you were concerned that people that you knew could incriminate you, you may have interest in eliminating them.
Why?
That is deep. That is deep. So he felt like that Jamie Foxx was going to incriminate him. That Jamie Foxx was going to incriminate him. Even Choke No Joke was saying it. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying?
Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him. The whole time when Jamie was out, Diddy had did that to him. Okay.
Do y'all hear this? Everybody put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy didn't have nothing to do with it during survival. Because it's going to be too late. Jamie's going to tell everything on this documentary, sir. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? He's going to tell everything. You know what I mean? Shout out to motherfucker Choke No Joke and Choke No Joke's dinosaur face and his dinosaur face. He would not say that out of his dinosaur face if this didn't happen. Pure survival.
Caught Jamie filming allegedly or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and his security beat Jamie ass.
Next thing you know, he hauled off and hit me.
And that's why Jamie was in the hospital.
Y'all hear that? So even Diddy Glover's bodyguards allegedly had jumped Jamie Foxx before because they was trying to get the footage. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is going to come out. You know what I mean? And for the people who don't know, Choke No Joke used to be working like he used to be a rapper, Pure survival. So he was around Bad Boys years ago, like in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And somebody in the industry, I think he got into a fight with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Choke No Joke been around Diddy Glover. Diddy Glover tried to smash him before. Pure survival.
Right? But then there's the...
So if he tried to smash him, then...
Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him. The whole time when Jamie was out, Diddy had did that to him. Okay. He caught Jamie filming allegedly or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and his security beat Jamie ass.
Next thing you know, he hauled off and hit me.
And that's why Jamie was in the hospital, allegedly, right? But then there's the thing where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something that knocked him out. But it all was alleged connected back to Diddy. Jamie.
Everything connected back to Diddy Glover. You know what I'm saying? The one Little Rodney said he woke up buck-ass naked in the bed with Diddy Glover, pure survival, after drinking something. Why is everybody saying, Diddy, that they drank something after you and they started to feel woozy? And they started to feel quoozy. Who cloned Tyrone Diddy Glover? Because you're going to have to admit it now. Everybody smash that like button, guys. This is crazy.
You're scared, right? He disappeared, right? Mm-hmm. He out now as soon as Puff went to jail, right? And now he just went and shot his special.
I ain't no punk about my shit. But I wasn't ready.
And who's special strongly based around?
Diddy Glover. Strongly based around Diddy Glover. Diddy Glover and Jamie Foxx used to be cool years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it's just wild. It's wild, man. Like even Diddy was explaining how he paid $500,000 or $250,000 for a party. Jamie Foxx knew how to throw the parties cheaper, so he always had the camera on him, pure survival, and he threw a party for Diddy. This shit wild.
So I was doing, of course, the stand-up, you know, doing the wine and shit. And then it wasn't until literally I was throwing these parties in my crib, and I would always throw parties for like musical guys, you know. So I threw a party for Puff. Puff comes and big party. It's like 2,000. Puff is there, and it's all about him. And I'll never get. He got mad at me a little bit because I would follow him, and I would actually follow him with a camera because at that
Now,
time,
y'all hear that? Diddy got mad at Jamie Foxx. Smash that like button. Jamie Foxx was following Diddy Glover around with this camera. At this time back in Hollywood, you was not supposed to tell people what was going on in the industry. Pure survival. And Jamie Foxx was telling all the stories, everything. So Diddy, like it's always about himself. So Diddy wanted to paint the narrative. He got mad because Jamie Foxx had footage that he didn't want the world to see. But Diddy wanted to paint the narrative. That's why he's mad at 50 Cent. Because 50 Cent took that footage and put that shit out and got more coming out, Pure Survival, where he can't paint the narrative. This is prayers for Jamie Foxx.
I was throwing these parties in my crib, and I would always throw parties for like musical guys, you know. So I threw a party for Puff. Puff comes and big party. It's like 2,000. Puff is there, and it's all about him. And I'll never get. He got mad at me a little bit because I would follow him, and I would actually follow him with a camera because at that time Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in his parties. So the way I would get in his parties, I show up with a camera. Like, yo, Puff, you need to document this shit. And he turned around, what's up, Playboy? I said, yeah, let me get that, man. Ain't nobody getting this. And it wasn't back in the day with the camera phone. I had the big fucking Canon that you put on your shoulder and the light and the shit. I said, let me change the battery, let me get all it.
Smash that like button if you guys remember the kind of camera that Jamie Foxx is talking about. It's the big boombox system camera, Pure Survival. It's the big boombox. So whatever, like I said, Diddy was doing at that time, Jamie Foxx got some footage that he did not want to come out, guys. And I can't wait for Jamie to tell a story on with 50 Cent. This shit's going to be hilarious. And I know it's going to be a lot of celebrities that's going to be getting exposed in this second one.
At that time, Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in his parties. So the way I would get in his parties, I show up with a camera. Like, yo, Puff, you need to document this shit. And he turned around, what's up, Playboy? I said, yeah, let me get that, man. Ain't nobody getting this. And it wasn't back in the day with the camera phone. I had the big fucking Canon that you put on your shoulder and the light and the shit. I said, let me change the battery, let me get all this shit, right? So at one point, I told him, we were actually in Philly, and he was throwing a party, and he said, yo, Playboy, this party's $1.5 million. I said, like, for what? I mean, what are you saying? He said, it cost...
That man paid $1.5 million for a freak-off party. $1.5 million. What type of party is that? Pure Survival. Shout out to OMG. Just said double tap the screen, guys. Make sure y'all smash that like button. We not playing no games in this motherfucker today. God damn it. We coming with exclusive. But Diddy would pay $500,000 for a party. Jamie said, look, I can throw a bigger party for 400 and some motherfucking Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And he was throwing a party, and he said, yo, Playboy, this party's $1.5 million. I said, like, for what? I mean, what are you saying? He said, it costs $1.5 million to throw this party. I said, Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything. I said, but that's too much money. I said, you come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. And he got a little mad because, you know, he was like, yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front. I said, no, I respect you. I said,
and did you hear Jamie Foxx just say the mayor was at the freak off party? Why ain't the mayor going to jail, guys? Did y'all just hear him say that the mayor was at the party? All these politicians and Republicans and Democrats, where are all the MAGA motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Jamie said that listen, man, this is crazy.
Cost $1.5 million to throw this party. I said, Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything. I said, but that's too much money. I said, you come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. And he got a little mad because, you know, he was like, yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front. I said, no, I respect you. I said, but LA, I just know how to get around. So he gets to LA and he calls me early in the morning. Yo, Playboy, make that shit happen. It was a Saturday. I said, cool. I'll go in on my phones. And by 12 o'clock in my small house in Tarzana, and God bless my neighbors that live there, I'm no longer there. I know they wanted me to get out of there because I was too much. But the party's fevered pitch, and I invited the right people, you know, the right girls who were beautiful, but not too tight, not too, you know, just everything was great. The guys, wasn't no haters there, you know, 'cause LA, you know, man, fucking, cuz, you know, one of that. It was the right guys, and he shows up. And when he shows up, he goes, "That's the girl on that TV show. Oh, that's the girl in the movie." I said, "Yeah, you're friends." It's like,
Now y'all see that? Jamie Foxx was friends with a lot of actors, a young like stars and females that was in reality shows, movies. Diddy Glover gets to his party and now he's excited. Like, how the fuck did you know? How did you get this star or that star? I think that Diddy ended up turning Jamie Foxx party out. Pure survival, for real, for real. Jamie, to me, had the party innocently, everybody hanging out. But when Diddy came near with that freak off concoction, it turned everybody into fucking vampires, freak off vampires.
one of that. It was the right guys, and he shows up. And when he shows up, he goes, "That's the girl on that TV show. Oh, that's the girl in the movie." I said, "Yeah, you're friends." It's like, we all hang out here, so it's like, you know, it's all good. He's like, "And that's the girl, kid." I said, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "But look at the party." I said, "Look over there on the table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put it in a nice plate. I got Coca-Cola, but it's just in a pitcher." I said, "We're at $280 right now and counting. I won't go over 400." And he had the most incredible time, right? But at that party was all musical people, and I did it for a reason. At that party, Missy Elliott, of course, she had her room.
And everybody was asking me. Actually, my woman asked me. She said, Where's Missy Elliott at?" I'm like, I didn't hear about Missy Elliott in a long time. But like Missy Elliott used to be hanging with Diddy Glover. I think she was actually she came out with Diddy. Yee 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 how, yee 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 how. But Missy ain't said nothing about this Diddy shit. Pure the Bible. I haven't heard a song. I haven't seen nothing from Missy Elliott. But she did ask me that during Survival. And like Jamie Foxx said, Missy Elliott was there. She had her own room at this dungeon.
Go over 400, and he had the most incredible time, right? But at that party was all musical people, and I did it for a reason. At that party, Missy Elliott, of course, she had her room. Everybody's going crazy with Missy Elliott. I'm going to my garage, and there's two guys, a little guy like this and a tall guy. The little guy goes, "Yo, B, yo, it's like this all the time, B?" I said, "Yeah, who are you?" He said, "We the Neptunes. My name is Pharrell." I said, "Yeah, man, I heard of you." That's how long ago.
See, Pharrell was back in there. That little weird little mouse face looking motherfucker, Pure Survival. Pharrell, beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite boy. Why you ain't been saying something, Pharrell? Pure Survival. You trying to talk about politician shit. You was at the dungeon, Pharrell. Jamie was telling everybody. I'm telling you, this is why Diddy tried to take this man out. Because Jamie was talking about this shit first before anybody. Guess who else he gonna say at the party? Y'all gotta smash that like button. Wait till y'all hear who else was at this party.
Wow. So he's like, "Can I?" I said, "Just go ahead and have a great time." There was another guy standing on the wall, green jacket, like a green little jumpsuit. Nobody was talking to him. Guess who it was? Who? Jay-Z. Nobody knew. I said, "What?"
Jay-Z was at the freak off party, Pure Survival. You heard him just say this. And this is why 50 Cent been calling out Camel Face, Jay-Z, Pure Survival. You see 50 Cent just recently posted a picture of Jay-Z and Jay-Z's creepy hairstyle. I think that 50 Cent gonna do a whole documentary on Jay-Z itself, Pure Survival, because he always been quiet, sneaky. You know what I'm saying? He been getting out of shit all year. You're not going to get out of 50 Cent joint. You might have beat all them other cases this year, Jay-Z, Pure Survival, but 50 Cent is going to cook you in this Part 2 documentary. Because Jamie Foxx remember you when you were nobody, when you were trying to do things allegedly to get to the top. Listen to how Jamie Foxx said Jay-Z was sitting in the corner with a freak-off jacket on. Nobody knew who he was, and nobody would even talk to Jay-Z at this time. Watch.
Jacket.
Look.
Like green. My name is Pharrell. I said, "Yeah, man, I heard of you." That's how long ago this was. Wow. So he's like, "Can I?" I said, "Just go ahead and have a great time." There was another guy standing on the wall, green jacket, like a green little jumpsuit. Nobody was talking to him. Guess who it was? Who? Jay-Z. Nobody knew. I said, "What's up, man?" "Yeah, what's going on? It's just a great party, you know." So
You hear him talking like Jay-Z? He said Jay-Z. He said Jay-Z was like, hey, what's going on? Great party. Jamie Foxx got Jay-Z down pack.
who? Jay-Z. Nobody knew. I said, what's up, man? Yeah, what's going on? It's just a great party, you know what I'm saying? so Jay-Z, no one knows. But, and now, the way I got into the music, however, is that all these different parties was going on.
See? Jay-Z, you try to act like you wasn't there. And the main thing they wanted to stop, when Diddy was mad, when Jamie Foxx was telling everything, like you could see him on the Breakfast Club, he had a whole attitude face because Jamie was telling who all was at the parties. And notice how quiet they all got.
There has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
At that time, Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You couldn't even get in this party. So the way I would get in this party is I show up with a camera. Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this. The whole thing, we need to document this, Playboy. Puff is there, and it's all about him. And I'll never get, he got mad at me.
So Jamie Foxx suffered a very serious medical emergency that landed him in the hospital.
Yo, Fox and I can't watch it. Puff's in there. It's kind of, I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy, man. So what I did was, I would show up to the party in my little, in a little town car. That's town, I grabbed a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and the road and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. The big camera.
And after Jamie Foxx told this story, this is when I believe that Diddy Glover allegedly poisoned him. Pure survival. Because Jamie was telling everything in this video. Smash that like button, everybody in the building. Jamie Foxx will be on part 2 of the Surviving Diddy Glover's documentary. And I'm so glad, because Jamie got so many stories to tell.
The town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and the road and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. The big cannon, like, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, I should get this, man. You, Fonz, the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get the,
and where's Farnsworth? Did you hear Jamie Foxx? He had a camera in his hand. He said, Diddy, I should record this. You and Farnsworth. Farnsworth Bentley, where are you, sir? Pure survival. Jamie Foxx just called out Farnsworth. And why we haven't heard nothing from Farnsworth? Where is you at, sir? If you're not going to speak out, you can at least let your umbrella speak out. Pure survival. That freak off umbrella that you used to be holding over Diddy's freak off head. You know what I mean? Why can't the umbrella speak? Fonz motherfucker Worth? Jamie just said Farnsworth was there.
Stuff like what? What you talking about? I said, I should get this, man. You, Fonz, the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get the, but at that time, it wasn't like the little camera y'all got. It was the big intrusive Canon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change the pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff. Do that again. I missed that one. Do that again. Put the pack. So I started following him. Wow. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. The sex lady. The sex lady. I see
Dr. Ruth. Where's Dr. Ruth at? Jamie Foxx said that he saw Dr. Ruth, a sex doctor, at Diddy Glover's freak-off party. Pure survival. At the Beverly Hills Hotel. Do you see the kind of people that Diddy Glover was partying with? Who invites a sex doctor to your parties? Pure survival. You got to understand that sex doctors are horny too. This is why they become sex doctors. Because sex doctors be sex addicts during survival. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga was in there partying and dancing with a sex doctor. Probably sitting there controlling the freak off. Look, no, fuck her from the side. Pure survival. Oh, no, make his ding-a-ling disappear from the back. They got a sex doctor in there. Everybody smash that like button, guys. We surviving the sex doctor.
So I started following him. Wow. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I I don't know if you know who that is. The sex lady. The sex lady. I see Dr. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy comes. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they're dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is? Right.
Rest in peace, Heavy D, guys. Smash that like button to Heavy D. So Heavy D was at this party too. Pure survival. These are the people that was close to Diddy Glover that probably knew what Diddy was doing and got unalived allegedly because they probably was going to speak out. They probably wanted to tell on Diddy Glover. You already heard that allegedly Kim Porter got unalived because she had a book coming out to tell everything that Cassie said and on top of even more during survival. Kim Porter was going to tell everything first. You know what I'm saying? And Heavy D was right there.
Doing their thing, right? And you know what they're dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is? Right. Bum, 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 bum.
Beyonce.
That's
crazy.
Wow. And then Andre Harrell, run that back. That's the one right there. That's going to be the one. You just missed that, the ordering of the champagne, the whole nine. Country, get this. You call me country, I'm going to take country, get this. So I'm filming it. That's the one. That's the record right there. Run it back. Blah. So Dr. Ruth Puff dancing, right? All of a sudden I get this, and then I flip the camera this way. There's Demi Moore and some young dude. I don't know who the dude is. So I said, Puff, who that? Oh, that's the young cat. Ashton Kutcher. I said, cool. So I asked
Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher is at this freak off dungeon, guys. Smash that like button. Ashton, where are you, sir? You ain't been saying shit. You ain't getting punked, Ashton. Pure survival. Ashton Kutcher, you been quiet the whole time Diddy got locked up. And Jamie just said to Ashton Kutcher, you was there too. All of the people he naming, notice how none of them wanted to speak out.
So I'm filming it. That's the one. That's the record right there. Run it back. Blah. So Dr. Ruth Puff dancing, right? All of a sudden I get this, and then I flip the camera this way. There's Demi Moore and some young dude. I don't know who the dude is. So I said, Puff, who that? Oh, that's the young cat. Ashton Kutcher. I said, cool. So I asked Demi Moore, I said, is it cool if I? She said, sure, whatever. It was probably a wild night. Sure. So I watched when they first, got together. So what happened was, I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing. We were in Philly one day. I fly to Philly, town car, same business, go up. But Puff say, this party, Playboy, this party right here, I see $1.5 million. I said, nigga, what? You spent $1.5 million on this party? I said, you come to my house, I'll throw you a party for $400, and it will rival this, not in scale, but the people there, because that's how I started. I was the first social media dude. When I would do stand-up, I had cue cards. This is 91. I had cue cards, and I would have people sign.
1991. So for the people need to understand that Diddy Glover goes back with Jamie Foxx from 1991. So he didn't just start having freak offs during survival. This is why you had the woman that said that Diddy allegedly assaulted her when? Back in 1991. That's why I knew he had to get rid of Jamie Foxx, because Jamie Foxx knew too much. He knew too much. Diddy ain't just start having freak offs in 2000. Pure survival. All the way back in 91.
Because that's how I started. I was the first social media dude. When I would do stand-up, I had cue cards. This is 91. I had cue cards. And I would have people sign and put their pager numbers on it. And I would call during the week. Yo, I'm going to be here. So I had 800 signatures. Wow. 600 women, 200 guys. So
wow, 600 women, 200 guys. 600 women, 200 guys. So it was more females than dudes. It's 3,000 people in the building, guys. Everybody smash that like button. Like right now. I need those likes to go up to 1,000. It's 3,000 people literally watching. Smash that like button. This is exclusive. 50 Cent got Jamie Foxx that's going to tell everything on this new documentary. Shout out to 50 Cent. You're a goddamn genius. Pure survival. I'm waiting for the other receipts that you about to drop. And I can't wait to hear what Jamie Foxx going to say. Jamie Foxx got dirt on Diddy from 1991. Probably 89. Pure survival. Yes, 3,000 people. So we should have 1,000 likes in the building. I'm going to wait for everyone to smash that like button. I don't care if the shit go down or not. You know what I mean? We is in the building, y'all. We is in the building. And if y'all care about Jamie Foxx and how that man went in the hospital and almost died, pure survival, Diddy Glover needs to pay prices.
I started. I was the first social media dude. When I would do stand-up, I had cue cards. This is 91. I had cue cards. And I would have people sign and put their pager numbers on it. And I would call during the week, yo, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. So I had 800 signatures, 600 women, 200 guys. So it became a floating party. So when Puff came to LA, he said, yo, Playboy, Saturday morning, make that shit happen. I said, I'm on it. Went into my phones, called 200, because I didn't have a big house, 200 of my best friends, girls that were beautiful but not tight, but not slutty, you know, just in the daytime. It's daytime. This is my daytime crew, right? He get there, he goes, that's the girl on this movie, and that's the girl on that. I said, yeah, we all hang out. We ain't got the money, but we all hang out together. I said, look on the table. Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put on some nice plates and some cola and a picture of the whole night. And it was great. He had a great time. And that was that.
Now you see how innocent the party sound. Salute to OMG in the building. Just became a member to the channel. OMG, welcome to the Pure Survival membership joint. If you want to be a member, become a member. Now you see how cool the party was when Jamie Foxx was throwing it. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy came to Jamie Foxx and turned his party out. Because I don't hear about the drugs. I don't hear about none of that shit until Diddy got to the party. That's how I feel. He turned this party out.
It's daytime. This is my daytime crew, right? He get there, he goes, that's the girl on this movie, and that's the girl on that. I said, yeah, we all hang out. We ain't got the money, but we all hang out together. I said, look on the table. Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put on some nice plates and some cola and a picture of the whole night. And it was great. He had a great time. And that was that same party that Pharrell was at. But what I started doing in order to get artists together, I said, Puff, you don't understand. When we watch you from New York, you're bigger than life to us. I said, so the $1.5 million.
Now you see that? Jamie Foxx said that Diddy was bigger than life. So once upon a time, Jamie Foxx looked up to Diddy Glover. Pure survival. I looked up to Diddy Glover when I was young. Pure survival. I thought that Diddy was the flyest, the cool. He got all the girls. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Diddy was really cool up until Making It a Band came out. Pure survival. Then once I started hearing the way he talked to people, I was like, this cool, horrible talking motherfucker. He mean as shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, at first I didn't like him because I was a huge Tupac fan, Pure Survival. So automatically I was like, fuck Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? So Jamie Foxx was telling Diddy, we looked up to you. So he was trying, man, listen, this shit crazy.
We get artists together. I said, Puff, you don't understand. When we watch you from New York, you're bigger than life to us. I said, so the $1.5 million, yeah, you can do that, but it don't matter. Because a New York fitted baseball cap is how much retail?
Like $25.
$25, right? I said, Puff, but on your head, it's priceless. And I said, now watch this. And I played pong, pong, ping, pong, 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 pong.
Go and nowhere.
I said, look, you got these LA niggas gone. And it was moments like that. It was like, and then I had a studio in the back. So every time somebody would come over.
Wow, Jamie Foxx was telling it all, guys. Smash that like button, keep them likes going up. Remember, this was a time that you couldn't talk about what was going on. Diddy ran a lot of shit in the industry, guys, to let y'all know that. Like, Diddy could blackball you. He could get your job taken. He could get you kicked out the industry. So motherfuckers was tiptoeing around Diddy Glover. People were scared of that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, pure survival. People were scared of Diddy Glover. You know what I'm saying? And Jamie, man, I'm so glad he coming out.
And LA niggas was mad. They was like, hey, look here, cuz, hey, fuck that shit, dog. Fuck that shit, dog. That motherfucker. I said, look, you got these LA niggas gone. And it was moments like that. It was like, and then I had a studio in the back. So every time somebody would come over, I would ask them to drop music there, Puff, Snoop, because I wanted to get in the music business. But we also started doing this thing called New Music Hour. So any person that came to the house that had a song or could do stand-up with it, you could perform. No one was allowed to boo or nothing like this. Watch who benefited from it. Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch. Wow. 13 years old.
Whoa! Nick Cannon used to sleep on Jamie Foxx's couch when he was 13 years old. Pure survival. So Nick Cannon was at the freak off dungeon at 13. So I'm telling you, Hollywood is crazy, guys. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you sitting here talking about play the video, if you get 1,000 likes in the motherfucking video in the building, then I'll play the video all the way. Pure survival. I'm not gonna stop talking until you do what the hell I tell you to do. You know what I'm talking about? Don't tell me what to do. If you want me to stop talking, get 1,000 likes in the building. But Nick Cannon was 13 years old at this freak off party.
Up with it, you could perform. No one was allowed to boo or nothing like this. Watch who benefited from it. Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch. Wow. 13 years old.
Whoa.
He'd be in one part of the house. He'd be, nigga, go back in there. You can't fuck back in there. You can't come in there.
See, at least Jamie Foxx said that he made Nick Cannon get out of the room. He said Nick Cannon was 13 years old trying to get into the dungeon, and he said, no, get back in the room. So at least Jamie Foxx was trying to make Nick Cannon go back into the room.
Wow. 13 years old. He'd be in one part of the house. He'd be, nigga, go back in there. You can't fuck back in there. You can't come in there. He'd be like this, like this. He slept on the couch. Ed Sheeran was the latest. Ed Sheeran, my new house, Ed Sheeran slept on my studio floor for 6 weeks. Working on the show. 6 weeks. So what we do, like I said,
6 weeks. Anybody in the chat know who Ed Sheeran is? Pure survival. Ed Sheeran slept at the freak off dungeon for 6 weeks straight. Pure survival. In the freak off studio. Who the hell is Ed Sheeran? Ed Sheeran cheeks was probably blown out. 6 weeks back blown out, laid the fuck out. Pure survival.
Ed Sheeran, my new house, Ed Sheeran slept on my studio floor for 6 weeks. Working on the show. 6 weeks. So what we do, like I said, what's great about what we do is that I had Anthony Hamilton. I remember Anthony Hamilton had he said, man, nobody want to hear me sing. I'm going to watch it. I would go follow him and watch him sing in places. I'd be the only one in it. It's like he had to sing at this one little open mic thing. And he was saying, I'm like, sing, Anthony. Let the Lord use you, Anthony. Sing, son, sing. I mean, it's great. So the last one we had, I'm going to tell you the ones that we had that was amazing. And then I'm going to go. When Drake hit, I'm in the Bahamas, baby. I'm in the Bahamas. My sister hit me. My sister, she here, dark skin and always in touch. Nigga, this Drake. I said, I hit the internet. I said, oh, nigga, I'm in my robe. I grabbed some wine. I said, I forgot to call you on your birthday. I said, I gotta find that dude. So Brian finds him. We actually do a song together. I was watching him, and I took him on when the redheaded guy took over for Jay Leno. Conan. I took him on Conan. I said, Conan, you don't know what this dude is. I said, his name is Drake, and 2 girls know him.
And this is when Drake first came out. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Drake came in the industry and was a part of the freak offs. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that Drake's Tasty Cakes was sacrificed. If y'all don't think that Drake's Tasty Cakes was sacrificed. You know what I mean? Look, everybody got a 1 in the chat. Did Jamie, like, soon as we found out about Drake, we done brought him over to the dungeon, and you know Diddy got a hold of him. Diddy slapped Drake like one of his hoes. Survival. Probably because he didn't want to bend over that night. Smash that like button, guys. This is Drake coming into the game.
Took over for Jay Leno.
Conan.
I took him on Conan. I said, Conan, you don't know who this dude is. I said, his name is Drake, and 2 girls know him. I said, y'all up on it. He about to be the big dude. So when Drake rolled out his thing, his first album, I said, Drake, I'm gonna do a thing for you in my house called New Music Hour, and I call this On My Balcony. I want you to come get on my balcony. So what do you mean? I said, don't worry about it. You'll see. I said, the SUVs will pick you up, bring you to my house. Now I got a bigger house. It's like 40 acres. Women showed up to the party at 3 in the afternoon. Bus pulled up. 30 girls get out. Bus pull up.
Now you see this? 30 girls, a busload of freak-off mermaids showed up at 3 o'clock, way before the party started. Pure survival. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all feel like they were victims. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all feel like they were hoes. Fucking and sucking to get to the top. Pure survival. Because I don't feel bad for these busload of hoes. These busload of hoes knew that Drake was just coming out. He blowing up. They knew all the freaky shit Diddy was doing. But they showed up. That's why I don't feel bad for these kind of ones. Pure survival. You hear them, the straight groupies.
I'm gonna do a thing for you in my house called New Music Hour, and I call this On My Balcony. I want you to come get on my balcony. So what do you mean? I said, don't worry about it. You'll see. I said, the SUVs will pick you up, bring you to my house. Now I got a bigger house. It's like 40 acres. Women showed up to the party at 3 in the afternoon. Bus pulled up. 30 girls get out. Bus pull up. 40 girls get out.
Wow.
Crazy. I said, well, ladies, he's not going to be here till like 11 because BET time. So we won't be here till 11. We'll wait. It was BET because it was BET here.
Oh, okay. We thought you were going to...
No. It was a BET or was it weekend? So I said, listen, he ain't gonna be here till 11. So we still setting up, right? By the time he got there, 2,500 people counted in my backyard. When he drove up the driveway, we had a drive-in movie theater poster of him and this artwork. The smooth with the cut, the peacoat, the dent, and the smooth, the motherfucker with the shit right. You know what I'm saying? No smiles. It's just the motherfucking right. He drive up with all his boys, and it's funny when before you get your money, everything is too big. Like his Letterman jacket was. He was like, oh man,
Look, Jamie got Drake down pat, pure survival. He said before you get rich and famous, when you ain't got no money, your clothes be baggy. Your clothes be baggy. Drake shows up to the freak off with baggy ass motherfucking clothes on. Pure survival, all excited. Talking about, oh man. Drake, you better hope Jamie don't put you in this documentary.
And the smooth, the motherfucker with the shit right. You know what I'm saying? No smiles. It's just the motherfucking right. He drive up with all his boys, and it's funny before you get your money, everything is too big. Like his Letterman jacket was. He was like, oh man, I said, yeah, man. I said, yeah, man. Dog, I said,
Look at the body.
So I did it. I said, hey, Drake. So a few people in the back want to say hi to you. And walk around 2,500 people. We go up on my balcony. I said, Drake, now I've done this. Puff was the first major one. Now it's you. We want to give you your artist. We want to, because you're going to get enough hate. There's going to be enough niggas out there to hate.
Now, everyone, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this is the part where Drake got sacrificed. When Drake had to become the Illuminati. Because Jamie said once he got to this party, he brought him up to the freak-off balcony, pure survival, you know what I mean? And he said Puff had to do it first. To me, it's certain things of how they sacrifice you and they use the music, the entertainment to get you, to lure you in, to make it like it's your talent that's going to get you. But eventually, you're going to get your back blown out. Eventually, you get your back blown out. Smash that like button, guys. Listen how Drake was getting recruited.
This Puff was the first major one. Now it's you. We want to give you your artist. we want to, because you're going to get enough hate. There's going to be enough niggas out there that hate the fact to what you're doing right now. And so we do the interview, and I hand him the mic, and there's all these people down there. And I said, could you just say something to the people? He said, oh man, what'd I say? I said, hey, sing something. He leaned over the balcony. I'm more than just an option.
Hey, hey, hey.
Shot through the roof.
So Drake peeked over the freak off balcony and said, this is more than just a freak off. Hey, hey, hey. That's when his Tasty Cakes was recruited. Pure survival. Drake, you better hope he don't bring you in this motherfucker shit. Shout out to Soldier Rock. Just hit that super chat. You know what I'm talking about? Losing their souls through they a-holes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You can tell this was like a human sacrifice. A human Tasty Cake sacrifice.
He leaned over the balcony. I'm more than just an option. The party shot through the roof. We do that till about 4 in the morning.
Right.
Most people leave. We got 200 people left, 200 or 300 people left. I got a pianist to come around 3 in the morning, played all the music unplugged, rapped his music unplugged.
Do you see this? So there was a second party that started at 3 o'clock in the morning. Pure survival. This is how you know that there were secret parties and Jamie know about it. So the party went until 3 o'clock and then a whole nother party started. And to me, Jamie is making it like it was just music. I think that's when the Freaky Deaky came out. Pure survival. That's it. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think at 3 o'clock, that's when the real showdown started. Pure survival. Tasty cake, doodle stains all over the walls. That's when it went down. Pure survival. Backs are being blown out. You know what I'm talking about? You remember when Ray J said, what did he say? He said, something being taken. Something, but I'll say backs are being blown out. Everybody, let's get them likes up to 1,000. We almost there. But Jamie Foxx said the second party started at 3 o'clock. Which party would y'all have stayed at? Y'all went to the first one or the 3 o'clock one? Pure survival.
Most people leave. We got 200 people left, 200 or 300 people left. I got a pianist to come around 3 in the morning, played all the music unplugged, rapped his music unplugged. The new music hour at that time. We sat and we listened to other rappers rap and other people try to get their thing on. They go to like 6 in the morning, wrap it up. Then we moved on to Rick Ross.
Oh, so the Rick Ross freak off started at 6 o'clock. Pure survival. These are different ones. Listen, put a 1 in the chat if y'all done went to the first party. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all done went to the freak off at 3 o'clock party. Put a 3 in the chat if you done went to the Rick Ross freak off party that started at 6 o'clock. Pure survival. Oh, Rick Ross and Rick Ross's boobs, his motherfucking boobs showed up at 6 o'clock. Like, oh. He coming that motherfucker with the chicken breast with his titties out talking about, oh, at 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. Look, somebody said they was going to the Rick Ross freak off titty out party.
Gotta get their thing on. They go to like 6 in the morning, wrap it up. Then we moved on to Rick Ross. Did one same situation. Not as many people, but the women.
Oh yeah.
And Puff knew about it. Puff got there early. Yeah. And left Rick in LA because I live outside there. I said, well, you better get here. Puff got all the, he about to leave with it.
Look, this is proof that Diddy loves to steal other people's women. Pure survival. You heard what Jamie Foxx just said. He said that he knew that Rick Ross' party started at 6. Pure survival. And the bitches was over there. Diddy Glover went over there early to steal the girls. Why do he always want to steal everybody's girls? Pure survival. And I feel like he wanted to steal their girls so he could recruit them to get their cheeks clapped by the men that he desired during survival. Diddy Glover didn't want the girls for himself. He wanted the girls because the girls kept his Victoria freak off secret. Pure survival. He wanted the girls because he knew the girls could lure the guys that he was attracted to during survival. That's why he wanted the girls. So the girls could get the guys that he wanted. This is wild. So Diddy went to go steal Rick Ross's freak off mermaids. Smash that like button.
Puff knew about it. Puff got there early. Yeah. And left Rick in LA, because I live outside there. I said, Rick, you better get here. Puff got he's about to leave with everybody. And they got 300 bottles of Ciroc. It's crazy. And when he showed up, I told the DJ, because I had a DJ in the back, I said, listen, when Rick show up, just start playing, these niggas wanna hold me back, these niggas, but don't drop the beat. Until we walk all the way through the house. When you walk through the house, it's like you had a pickle up. And people was just like this. And then when he finally got into the studio, Puff was standing on top of the things with the Ciroc.
Now y'all hear this? The same thing that girl said about Diddy Glover at the party. How did Jamie Foxx say the same thing? That soon as he said when Rick Ross got there, Diddy was standing up on the furniture. This man is 1,300 and something years old, pure survival. He couldn't stop partying. Diddy's standing up on the sofa. So that girl wasn't lying. Everybody was saying that the girl in her weave was lying about that Diddy's freak off party, but she said the same thing. That Diddy was in there talking about, I'm the freak off king of the world. You know what I'm saying? Why is Jamie Foxx saying the same thing that girl was saying? So everybody that partied with Diddy, Diddy was standing on sofas. Standing on sofas. That's crazy. So this party is just described as the same way. I forget her name. What's her name, sweetheart? The girl that went to that freak off party and she had to run out of there. She had to call the cops and all that stuff. That sounds like the same party that Jamie Foxx is describing. So Diddy used to be just standing up on furniture, screaming and hollering. Like, that man was wild, guys. I can't wait for this documentary to come out, the second one, and more videos are coming forth. Smash that like button, guys, if y'all think that Diddy tried to kill Jamie Foxx. Because I really think that he did. In my personal opinion, Diddy, this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And you so lucky I can't find that goddamn girl. Because Jamie Foxx just said the same thing. She just said the same thing that girl said about the party that she attended. And I don't know if... Oh, here it go. Oh, my God. It got all the way to the motherfucking nitty-gritty. And then the motherfucker just speed past. Tanisha, whatever the hell her name is. That same party is what Jamie Foxx is describing. But she described it way worse than that. She said it was celebrities there. She said that Diddy's kids was in there doing all kinds of freaky ass weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to call her a liar. And I knew that girl wasn't lying. I knew that girl wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that 50 Cent personally got beef with Diddy. I think that he wants people to really, really know how demonic these people are and what they've been doing to our kids. And I think 50 Cent is trying to protect the new artists that's coming up. That's what I think. I do not think that it's just no personal shit and he bitter over a whore. Why would 50 Cent be mad over his ex-baby mom that he wasn't even with when Diddy got with her? He already cut her off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta imagine how many people have passed that girl around in the industry already. As soon as 50 Cent found out about that, he got away from her. He got away from her. But that same behavior and that same party, this girl described everything that Jamie Foxx was saying to a T. But the only difference is Jamie Foxx was making it sound like it was just a concert. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about 3 o'clock in the morning, this party started. 6 o'clock in the morning, this party started. The girl was saying the same thing, but she was saying that everybody was naked. Everybody was buck-ass naked. And nobody had believed her. This girl right here. Remember her? Remember her? Diddy Glover? You remember this girl?
Oh yeah, about to be 22.
December of 22, you were here. Did our first interview.
you were just some girl that I met through a friend.
Right.
And you were doing this interview, and you mentioned something about...
I accidentally mentioned it too. Like it slipped out. Because I knew it wasn't going to seem true because it was just too much. It was too crazy. It was too crazy. People were going to think that I was just lying. It had like a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff. So I was trying to be...
Now, you heard how Jamie Foxx was mentioning all those celebrities, right? This girl was called a liar because she exposed what she saw at that party. Same type of way Jamie Foxx described it, but in a whole nother version. And the celebrities that was there, look.
Vague about it, but that party traumatized me.
How'd you get invited to it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, you know, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as
When you say a prince, prince of what?
He was a Arabian prince.
Really?
Yes, and he really was a prince for real. But
a freak of Arabian prince, guys. Can y'all sing it with me? Arabian night, the freakiest day. A freak off Arabian prince.
He was a Arabian prince.
Really?
Yes, and he really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freak offs at. And I never knew that we were gonna go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy. And I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party, da-da-da.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that she was playing dumb, that she knew she was going to a freak off. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that she had no idea. Because I feel like she said, well, P. Diddy be throwing wild party. Like, I feel like she kind of knew what she was getting herself into for some reason, pure survival. But she was playing it off like she didn't know. Now, she might have didn't know how freaky they was, but bitch, you knew what you was trying to get into. I'm sorry, pure survival.
I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy and I'm like, his house for what? Like to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs end at like 3 or 4 and not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber, and me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, you know, like, I'm probably...
Look, see how excited she sounded? You see how excited she sounded? She said she was the only black girl. She's the only chocolate bitter chasty cakes inside of the freak off Uber. And she was excited to go to Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon. I'm sure you heard rumors, the same rumors that we heard. And you couldn't wait to get over there, ma'am. Smash that like button, guys. You couldn't wait to get over there.
And me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, you know, like, I'm probably going to have to sing for him. Da-da-da. And I just tried to, like, keep my composure. So we get there, and That's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, you know, it's he can get in trouble like right now. So
See, and if they would have told me that they had to take my phone, I would have walked right out of there. Pure survival. If I can't take my phone with me, my phone is a part of my life. Pure survival. I would have knew that it was some sneaky shit going on. Why is they taking my phone from me for? I can't get no footage during survival? No, hell no. I would have left right there.
weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, you know, it's he can get in trouble like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, you know, got
The
pictures.
freak off photo booth. It's a freak off photo booth.
Everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to say which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool.
See, Jamie Foxx didn't call it a freak off. I feel like Jamie was keeping that shit silent. You know what I'm saying? Which one of the sons y'all think that was recruiting the freak off mermaids? Pure survival. To me, it's out of King Kong's and the little curly hair little motherfucker that don't look nothing like him. Pure survival. I think Wolf's son or King Kong's is the one that was recruiting the freak off mermaids. I can tell.
It was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the photo booth, he has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, you know, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to say which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around.
And that's what I told y'all. When they said that Diddy got the baby oil, had the drugs inside of the baby oil, pure survival, Diddy had the Bluetooth drug speakers. He had Bluetooth drug speakers, pure survival. Put the drugs inside of the music, so you'll automatically start getting high as soon as you come in the building and horny. How do you get high and horny? You know what I'm talking about? And I'm not talking about no Jamaican music, no love making music, pure survival. You getting high off of techno shit. Boof, 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 and horny. This shit crazy, guys.
Is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, you know, and people are just taking them.
And people just taking them. Buck ass naked, everybody's getting drunk, skinny dipping, you know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx, why didn't you tell us about this part of the party? Pure survival. You kept making it like it was just a music concert. You ain't say nothing about this part, Jamie. I hope you tell this shit in the documentary. Everybody, let's get them likes up to 1,000. We almost got 1,000 likes. I mean, it's over 2,200 people in here. Everybody just tap the screen. We'll hit our motherfucking 1,000. I won't even mention it no more during survival. But everybody's buck ass naked.
First of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet.
So I'm going to ask the people, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that she drunk something. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all believe her when she said she didn't drink nothing. Pure survival. Because to me, I'm not going to lie. I believe that she was a victim and she's a survivor. But she said, I only drink when I'm partying during survival. I only drink when I'm partying. But you said you didn't drink nothing, but you're at a party. I'm sorry, that part just don't make sense to me. I don't drink. I didn't drink nothing. I only drink when I'm at a party, and you're at a party right now. So I'm sorry, it's kind of confusing.
People are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking, mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So,
and Jamie Foxx, why didn't you tell us that? Why didn't you tell us? You said that it was a busload of freak-off mermaids that pulled up, Pure Survival. Remember, Jamie? You said they was there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But you never said that they got the freak-off Cinderella shoes. You've never said that they got the freak-off Cinderella shoes and all of the mermaids couldn't go inside. They were being selected by Diddy Glover's freak-off kids. This is crazy, guys. Smash that like button. Surviving the Cinderella freak-off slides.
But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking, mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. I'm a good loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off, everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say.
Jamie, what was Diddy Glover doing with the freak-off Prince, sir? Pure survival. Jamie Foxx, this woman in this woman's weave, is saying that she's seen Diddy Glover doing something very disgusting with a Prince, with a freak-off Prince in the party. You know what I'm saying? You didn't mention this, Jamie. I hope you mention this in the documentary. Let's get them likes up, guys. Shout out to everybody who's been smashing that like button.
I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say. so that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something.
Do you see how sick Diddy was? Diddy was doing something freaky with the boy, with the Aladdin, the freak off prince, so they could look at it and get turned on. So their funky vaginas will start to get wet and the funk start to simmer in the air. This is crazy. Diddy wanted them to get horny off of seeing him doing something sexual with a boy. This is crazy.
Really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm gonna say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy.
Now, y'all heard that? Ain't that the same thing? Put a 1 in the chat if that's the same thing that Jamie Foxx said. Put a 2 in the chat if that's not the same thing. I'm not talking about everything she's saying, but he said that Jamie Foxx said Diddy was jumping around when Rick Ross showed up at the party, standing on furniture. She just said Diddy was in there screaming, I'm the king of the world. I'm the freak off king of the world. That's how you know that man just wouldn't grow up during survival. This man would not grow up. Diddy was in his own world. Anytime you screaming and hollering, everybody buck ass naked, smell like doo-doo in the air, and Regina, and bad molded Regina, and you screaming you the king of the world, that's crazy. That's how you know mentally he wasn't there. Y'all gotta smash that like button.
Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm gonna say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So
and y'all see how controlling and bipolar Diddy Glover was? Do y'all see how controlling and bipolar Diddy Glover was during Survivor? He walked up to this girl and said, why aren't you in my house? And she like, huh? He was like, so how are you enjoying my house? That's bipolar during survival. Did he sound like he wanted to attack her because she wasn't all the way in the dungeon? Y'all have to understand, there's different levels to the freak off dungeon. There's a freak off in the parking lot, pure survival. There's a freak off in the backyard. There's a freak off in the driveway, pure survival. So he's like, why aren't you all the way fully in the dungeon? But her, she like, I done already seen what I needed to see. It's worse already out here. How much more far you want me to go in this dungeon, Diddy Glover? This shit crazy.
And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the prince. He's like, oh yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like your life is not gonna be the same. Da 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 da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I started asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on her shoulders or whatever. And he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable. Like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of it.
I apologize. I don't know, somebody that I can't block. I was getting a prison call just now, guys. Piss about. I was just getting a prison call. Probably was Diddy trying to call me. Pills of Bible.
On me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever.
Now, I'm going to let everybody say who they think this was. She said that Diddy Glover was talking to her for too long, pure survival, and a female walked up, and Diddy just pushed the female until she fell on the ground, pure survival, landed in all of this baby oil, almost cracked the back of her head. Who was that? Look, I see people saying Cassie. People saying Cassie. The girl literally said that Diddy pushed this girl, pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? So yes, I believe that this was Cassie Ventura at this freak off dungeon, and Diddy pushed her like, get the fuck on out of here. I'm working on another freak off mermaid. You need to go somewhere and make a dingaling disappear. Go, matter of fact, don't do that. Go over there and get some of these boys over here for our freak off for later. You know what I'm saying?
For too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating.
Do you hear the party that Diddy, the level? I told y'all it's different levels to the freak off. She finally made it to the final freak off. You got Caitlyn Jenner in the corner clapping Ray J's cheeks, pure survival. You got motherfucking Lil Nas X blowing Jaden Smith's back out in this corner. Will Smith on the other side, pure survival, getting hammered by Dwayne Martin. Jada Pinkett somewhere eating Ellen's vagina. All of this going on at this freak off party. This is insane, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes in the building. This girl done went through trauma going into this dungeon. And she had to go in there because she was scared. When she saw Diddy push Cassie on the ground like that, she said, fuck it, all right, I'll go into the dungeon. Because she knew that Diddy would probably beat her up.
You know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there.
Little people dressed up like little leprechauns, minors. This is what this girl in her weave just said, pure survival. The dungeon that she went in, it was little people dressed the fuck up. Like you was at Walt Disney somewhere. And it's a whole freak off with a bunch of grown buck-ass naked motherfuckers running around on ecstasy and the pink shit. This is sad. And this is wild. And Jamie Foxx, you did say that Nick Cannon was 13 years old, pure survival, out of your voice, but you said you made him go back in the room. You said you made him go back in the room. This girl is saying that these kids was out. Which, man, smash that like button, man, for the kids that survived. And if y'all think that the parents, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that these parents should be locked up too. What the fuck is your kid doing at this freak off party?
Incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I just like, okay, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like, she's here? Oh my gosh, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, walking through the house, like with his eyes on me. Like, like, is this, you see, or like, are you agreeing with?
And Diddy Glover walking around with his eyes all on this girl, pure survival, locked in on her. And she just walked in this dungeon and saw this shit going on. Pure survival. Diddy was probably knocking the little kids out the way. Pure survival. Pure survival. Move out the way. Move out the way. Diddy's knocking the kids out the way to get to this girl, and he's staring at her like he was staring at Terrence Howard. Pure survival. Everything that this girl is saying, Diddy, you can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny this sick motherfucker behavior. This girl was scared out of her mind with you staring at her like that.
And then I see P. Diddy, walking through the house, like with his eyes on me. Like, like, is this, you see, or like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend out there. So I walked out of the house and I'm telling her, like, oh my God, bitch. Like, this is, oh my God, she like for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping. Like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, so I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff, because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac, like I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out, and then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either
another well-known rapper. I'm going to let y'all say, who do y'all think the rapper was that came out, that popped out like Jack in a freak-off box and started filling this girl out like an application? Which rapper do y'all think that was? That was sodomizing this girl. Look, everybody, I'm sorry, Jay-Z, that they got your name in the chat. Pure survival. Rick Ross, they got your name in the chat. Motherfucking Rob Mika, they got you in the chat. They said you can't be Usher. They said a rapper. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, they said Snoop Dogg in that motherfucker. Damn, everybody smash that like button. We almost got 1,000 likes in the building. We only need like 30 more people to smash that like button. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm not going at Jamie Foxx. I'm happy that 50 Cent got with Jamie, and I really want Jamie to just come forward, and I hope that he tells the story like she is, because she's saying it's a whole bunch more shit that was at this party. Whole bunch more, Jamie.
And then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it, because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here, and then I heard conversations or whatever, and then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people to...
See, she came to the dungeon to rub elbows, not to rub on dingling tips. She's thinking that she's going to be able to sing for Diddy Glover. She thinking that she's going to get her music career off the ground. But instead, they was trying to get her legs off the ground. They was trying to put them legs in the motherfucking air and send that vagina, that kitty cat, round, pure survival, all the way over there to Cuba. This is wild, guys. This is wild.
Or whatever. And then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two and two together like, the Prince has been saying your life is never going to be the same. you're gonna be happy, somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was gonna get sex trafficked or, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching the
Wow. And that's how they plot on you. This is how they plot on you. They send somebody over to you. They try to get you to drink whatever the hell that they put in that motherfucking drink, pure survival. They get you loose. You know what I'm saying? And have you doing all kinds of wild, disgusting things. And once they get you on tape, pure survival, now you are bound to them. Or they're going to put out that tape. This is crazy, guys. I just hope Jamie Foxx mentioned this shit too.
something like that. And then they kept trying to make me like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're gonna do it, when you're gonna do it. So I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape. I had to leave from the Prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba with who? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see all of this stuff come out, and I escaped by leaving. I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave.
And that's when you know it's crazy. Where is the police report? Pure survival. This girl was about to be sex trafficked. She had to call 911 motherfucking 1. This is crazy as hell, guys. This is crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like this is wild. That people went through these things at these dungeons. And I just really, really hope, like I said, Jamie Foxx, you know what I mean? It's been a long time coming. Everyone's been talking about the trauma and the horror that you went through with Diddy Glover. Man, this is crazy, Jamie.
Jamie Foxx, I don't know if you saw the one with Jamie Foxx saying the fact that when his special comes out, he's actually going to talk about the fact that Diddy's the one that poisoned him. Again, this is a story.
I heard that story too.
On the upcoming Netflix comedy shows, Jamie Foxx expected to include the actor addressing a mysterious 2023 health crisis that left him hospital. This is from today.
Right.
For more than 20 days and recovering for months more, but has also sparked rumors it was Diddy. May have some of it responsible. Okay, which Combs Camp has denied, but Fox has not. I mean, of course, Combs Camp is going to deny,
right,
but it's what Fox is going to say because everyone's interested in what Fox is.
Now you see that? Diddy's camp denied that he, allegedly poisoned Jamie Foxx, pure survival. But like they said, Jamie Foxx never denied it. He was making a joke out of it in his special, pure survival. But when he sit down with 50 Cent and sit down with Netflix, oh, this is when it's going to be very serious during survival.
But now, if you go and you look further about the number of people that have had this sudden death thing happen to them that are related to Diddy, it's like some viral lung or something, like some weird, but like 5 people.
Jamie Foxx, I don't know if you saw the one with Jamie Foxx saying the fact that when his special comes out, he's actually going to talk about the fact that Diddy's the one that poisoned him. Again, this is a story.
I heard that story too.
On the upcoming Netflix comedy shows, Jamie Foxx expected to include the actor addressing a mysterious 2023 health crisis that left him hospital. This is from today.
Right.
For more than 20 days and recovering for months more, but has also sparked rumors it was Diddy. May have some of it responsible. Okay, which Combs Camp has denied, but Fox has not. I mean, of course, Combs Camp is going to deny,
right,
but it's what Fox is going to say because everyone's interested in what Fox's story is.
But now, if you go and you look further about the number of people that have had this sudden death thing happen to them that are related to Diddy, it's like,
now doesn't that make sense? He said the numbers of deaths that happened that's related to Diddy Glover, surrounding Diddy Glover. Why is it so many people that had passed away mysteriously that was around Diddy Glover? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, all of these people.
It is alleged that it was something going on Jamie allegedly was filmed, and allegedly Diddy told him don't film or something or whatever. And then it's alleged that Diddy bodyguards allegedly did something to Jamie, and then after that, allegedly Jamie was given a pill, and that pill put him in the hospital.
And you see how many times that this man had to say allegedly during survival? This was around the time when people were still scared. People were still scared for their lives during survival. They were still scared. You know what I'm talking about? So shout out to Choke No Joke with the hungry hippo face, pure survival. You ever played the hungry hippo joint? I'm telling you, Choke, if you listening, dude, you got the hungry hippo face, pure survival. I'm not even going front. I forget which animal it is. But anyway, man, shout out to Choke No Joke. You know, people was afraid to even say what really happened with Diddy Glover. And some people are still scared now. I'm not. The only person that's coming after me that I'm afraid of somewhat is King Combs. Pure survival. I am a little afraid of King Combs. Because King Combs, I know he mad at me because I be making fun of his speeches. Because I making fun of his speech. You know what I'm saying? But he needs to leave 50 Cent alone. You know what I'm saying? Because King, I never said that you couldn't dance. I never said that you couldn't dance. You dance just like your dad, King Combs. Look, I never said, look at King Combs. King, I never said that you couldn't dance. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. You are doing it like your freak off twin. King, look at this. Look at King. Look at that motherfucker. Look, I'm moving like my dog. I am shaking like my dog. Every time I get on the mic, people get mad because I move like my dog. Look how I do my move. I move like MC Hammer when I dance it with my dog. People that want him to stay in jail because they be getting mad. I move just like my dog. I move, look, just like my dog. I throw my hands up in the air, and you know I make it shake, and you know I come through, and me and my dad getting cake. Look at my dad. Look at me go. Look at me go. You see how I be dancing, shaking with my dog. King Combs is the only one that I'm afraid of during survival. Ladies and gentlemen, and I know that boy bad as a motherfucker about me. They got me all over TikTok making fun of the motherfucker, pure survival. But that's because he can't keep his mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I wanted to mess with King Combs and make fun of the boy. But he keeps trying to defend his dad like he don't know what his dad was doing. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why King Combs is mad at me. King Combs can't stand me out this motherfucker. Look at King Combs right here. Look at King Combs.
Talking about 50 Cent, you just mad because me and my dad were supposed to spend Christmas together, and my dad already sent me toys from jail. You see this? My dad sent me toys from jail, and this is something you never did for your son, so you just got so much hate for my dad. And you should see the other toy. My dad got me SpongeBob. And he said that he was going to come home for Christmas, but you put out this documentary, and now Donald Trump is not going to get him a party. That's why I can't stand how you hate on my dad. Hold on. And my dad told me not to respond to you and don't say a damn thing, but I'll get sick because you're a bitch. And I know if my dad was standing in your face, you would have nothing to say. And all I want is my dad to come home for Christmas because I was going to be my dad's little elf. You see that? That's what I was going to do with my dad. I was going to be an elf for Christmas, and we would sit around the tree and with a freak out eggnog, and I was going to spend time with my dad.
And that's why King can't stand me during survival. But salute to everybody that was in the building, man. If you want to become a member, go ahead and hit that members goddamn thing. And join the goddamn channel. Because I'm going to keep y'all posted. Okay? And Dame Dash, I'm about to get with your ass in a minute. Pure survival. No Diddy. Because you need to keep 50 Cent name out your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Keep 50 Cent's name out of your gums. As a matter of fact, because every time Dame Dash start talking, his teeth fall out. Dame Dash, you need to worry about keeping them teeth in during survival. Get your dentures together, Damon, before you talk about 50 Cent destroying Diddy Glover. Because you was just like Diddy, allegedly, Damon. And you got mad because Jay-Z kicked you to the motherfucking curb. Pure survival. Jay-Z told you to rock the boat, to kick the boat. You know what I'm saying? And now you running around mad because 50 Cent making all this money off this documentary, and they allegedly was talking about you going broke. And I don't make fun of people going broke, pure survival, because I know what it's like to be broke. I know all about it, pure survival. So I'll never talk about people like that. But I will say, Damon, you need to get them gums together. Keep them gums shut. Keep them motherfucking gums shut. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why it will be bad for you far as broke, because you should be super billionaire, super millionaire, but you fucked over your money, pure survival, doing all kinds of freak shit. And now that's why you in the trouble that you're in, and you're hating on 50 Cent. But I'm about to get with you real soon during survival. Trust and believe me. But shout out to everybody that was in the building. You know what I mean? Go follow me on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. You know,